Okay everyone, welcome back to the channel for another video on Gran Turismo 7. We are back with the new sport mode time trial that has gone live at Catalunya in Group 3 with racing hard tyres and default setup. Now if you do enjoy these videos and they help you out, they help you earn some credits in game, do hit that like button, let me know in the comment section if it's helped you out, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. I'm going to try and show you how to get these credits as easy as possible. Now if you don't know how to enter this, you simply go into the main menu, sport mode, click on the sport mode menu, and then you'll be greeted with an option on the right hand side for the time trial. Click on that and you can enter from there. Now you have to be within 3% of the top time, I think it is, to get the 2 million credits, and the time is based at the end of the event, not what it currently is now. So remember, always keep an eye all the way through it just to see if you need to improve your lap. Silver time is 1 million credits, and the bronze time, which majority of people should be able to just jump on, get a lap in and get that without any effort. So if you just want a quick 250,000 credits without putting any effort in, simply jump on this time trial and you're going to earn yourself some very easy credits for 250,000 credits. You won't get that amount by doing any races in one lap. So yeah, quick and easy way to grab some credits. You can only get this once as well, and then it will be rescheduled in another 2 weeks for a new event. So let's get on with this guide and let's see if we can help you out. Remember, the final corner here is the no chicane variation, so you do need to give it a little lift there starting your lap just to ensure that you get a solid exit going down the main straight as we work our way. Now on the main straight, let's see what we can do. We're chasing what was currently the P1 time in the Hyundai. Now we're in the Porsche obviously, so it's slightly different. Now going into turn 1, we're going to be using that black signpost there, which is used for the yellow flags, as a braking reference. So as we approach that, onto the brakes nice and early before the 100 board, and we're going to go down to third gear and then down to second gear as we approach the apex. So down to second gear as we're about to turn in, you can see right hand tyre aiming for that curb. You really want to be quite aggressive on this curb. So down to second gear, but we're going to go back up to third gear as we put the power down as we're going over the curb. So right hand tyre, aim for that sausage curb there. You can actually clip it and then stay in third gear here, and again left hand tyre over the curb here. You can be quite aggressive on that curb. If you get it right, you can actually gain quite a bit. I only just grazed along the curb side, but I could have been a lot more aggressive there. Now you're trying to swing this car into this right hand corner. Now a little bit of a lift off the throttle here and a dab of the brakes at the same time, just to get a bit of rotation on the car. And then once your right hand tyre is on that curb, just gradually feed that throttle in. Don't be going full throttle with this car. It understeers massively with the racing hard tyre, so be a little bit cautious on the throttle as you work your way out of that corner and up into the next right hand corner. Now we're going to be looking for the board above our head there, the PD board above our head there, and you're going to be braking just short of that. You can see onto the brakes, and what you want to do here is go down to second gear, and you're going to try and get this car rotated into the curb on the right hand side. You want to take a tight line in this corner. The tighter the line in this corner will mean the earlier you can get on the throttle. So right hand tyre almost on the curb there, second gear, be patient on the throttle. When you feel the grip there, get on that throttle and try and rotate the car all the way through the corner. Now you will see massive understeer from this Porsche on this corner, so you might have to give it a little safety lift as you come to the exit. But then as we're accelerating, you can use that little bit of a board on the right hand side there. It's all out of the track as a reference to your braking, but I do it as soon as I'm in fourth gear. I literally hit the brakes and go back into downshifting. So you want to try and widen the line into this left-hander and square it off. Use first gear for a bit of rotation, then back up to second gear as you put the power down. So second gear, then get on the throttle, and again be cautious of the understeer as you go out on the right hand side here. Now we're working our way into this quite fast-paced chicane. I'm going to use the start of the brake at the start of the curb on the right hand side there. So braking inputs going in just before the start of the curb, going down to third gear, and you're going to see we're going to trail brake into this corner and then go down to second gear and accelerate in second gear. But before you get to the curb, you can just get into third gear. So accelerate, then into third gear, keep some momentum going. Ensure your left hand tyre does not go past the curb. If you go onto the green part, you're going to get a penalty. Now working our way up into the fast right hand corner. Again, use the curb, the end of the curb there as a reference for your braking. So you'll see as we come into the end here, we're going to dab the brakes ever so slightly. No, you're not going to be aggressive on the brakes. It's just a tiny little bit of braking input going in, not even up to 50%. Trail brake off it and then get on that throttle as soon as your tyre is getting close to the apex to maximize the speed on the exit. And again, right hand tyre, ensure you keep it on the curb or you can pick up a penalty on that exit. Now we're looking for this board here. Now it's missing, but in the race it would be there, the yellow and blue flag, but the pole is there. That's what I use as a braking reference. And we're going to go down through the gears quite aggressively in a straight line. So we're braking in a straight line down through the gears And then when we feel we've slowed the car down, we're going to start rotating it in. Now, we are going to use first gear for a rotation yet again. So first gear, let it rotate, trail brake into the corner, and then a little bit of throttle, and then up into second gear as you come out of the exit. So once you've straightened the car up into second gear, and you can see we're actually overtaking the P1 time there. Over the curb on the left, and then again, use the curb on the left-hand side there as a reference for where you're going to get on the brakes. I do it just at the end of it there, starting to get on the brakes there, and you're going to go down to second gear. Now in this corner, I think I made a mistake. I think a little bit of a shift to first gear, then back up to second gear would have gave me a bit more rotation and would have gained me time. So you might want to try that when you're doing a little first gear shift, straight back up to second will get you better exit speed, because you can see I lost quite a bit to the Ghost in front of me there. Now we're going into this fast right hand corner. You're basically braking a tad at the end of the green Astro there, and you're aiming for the cones. You're literally aiming your car at the cones, and your right hand tyre should almost skim them, going over the curb, and now powering, using a little bit of the exit curb here. Use a wider line as possible and braking just before you see a little bit of whiteboard on the right hand side there. Use that as a little bit of a reference, braking before there. Down to third gear, right hand tyre onto the curb, and then try and floor the car as much as you can. Floor that throttle all the way to the exit and over the line for a 1 minute 40.0. Now I think this time will drop down to about a 39.2. This lap that I've just done there is in the top 10, so it was in the top 10 of doing this lap when I did it, so you should be able to chase my Ghost if you want. But yeah, it'll probably drop down to 39.0 at least, so you are going to possibly need to get 42 zeros or slightly faster in this time trial. I would aim for at least a 42.0 for gold, and then 44 probably I think it is for silver, and bronze will probably be, I think it's a 47, which to be honest most people should be able to get that. But watching this lap again from the chase camera at full speed, you can see how we're using the curb and being incredibly patient on that throttle. You can see the understeer kicking in with this car, and you can see it in this right hander, and it's why you have to be so patient on the throttle. So second gear, let that car rotate, and you can see I'm getting the rotation, but even though I got that rotation, you can see the understeer kicking in as I work my way towards the curb. And again, this corner, using the gear shifts to first gear for rotation, then back up to second gear, power your way out the exit, and now you're going into that fast chicane, which we talk about. This is all about getting momentum through this chicane, carrying the speed up the hill. That is what your aim is for this corner. Get as much speed going up now. This will gain you a lot of time in this time trial. And again, this right hand corner could have been possibly a little bit more aggressive there, but we did it reasonably okay. And now I'm working our way into where you're looking for that little pole on the right hand side, braking just on that before the 100 board, down to first gear, let the car rotate, then get on the throttle, then back up to second gear, and clip the curb on the left hand side here. Always do that just to straighten the line up a bit. And again, first gear I really think would have worked there slightly if I'd have just got a bit of rotation first and second gear, powered out a bit more, probably gained a tenth or two if I would have done that. And then over the green bit of Astro on the right hand side and use some of the Astro on the left. Again, it's all about widening the lines into this track. It will really help you out. And a reasonably solid lap. We did that this morning after we did manufacturers, and yeah, it's good enough for gold easily, so hopefully that will help you out. Let me know in the comments if it does. Hit that like button, and I'll see you for more of these every 2 weeks, so make sure you subscribe. Bye everyone.